Yo guys, what's up? It's Crypto Frank here to give you these crypto updates, and today we have another exciting altcoin, which is of course Uniswap. USDT is the chart that I'm looking at here. Guys, if you're wondering which chart to look at, head over to coingecko.com, look at markets, look at what has the most volume, okay? Red, of course, is a low trust score. You don't want to trust that, but Binance, as you can see here, USDT has almost 11% of all the volume, and in general, the USDT pair has way more volume than the Bitcoin pair. That is why we are looking at USDT on Binance. So guys, this might just look like a whole bunch of random bars to you, which doesn't make sense, but I like to look at these charts every day and try to make sense out of them. And what I'm seeing here is a potential for a massive rally. Now, actually, there's a lot of news around Uniswap recently, and I'm going to cover a video looking at the fundamentals. Version 3, of course, will be launching at some point soon. And the thing is that the charts right now are also looking very attractive. So I'm going to walk you through why I think Uni is a good buy right now, where you can enter. And also, guys, I'm going to show you my personal trade. So I'm in a Uni trade right now. I'm not just making this video to get you guys to buy for no reason. I'm actually in it with you guys over here. Here we go. I'm in a 550 Uni trade, not a massive trade. I'm already $52 in profit. I got in a while back, but I'm going to show you guys why I think that Uni might be a good buy. So starting off with the daily chart here. Now, naturally, ever since September, the price has just been going down. It went so low. It went to $1.75. That was nuts. But now, of course, what we've seen is a move up here, all right? And now we've had a correction. And what's interesting here is that we are in the middle of a breakout. So have a look at this. This basically is called a correction pattern. This is known as a flag, as a bull flag. And basically, if we have one big powerful move up like we did here, where we went from $1.75 all the way to a Uni price of $4.5, this is a 156% gain, guys. That is huge. And really, in terms of price prediction, well, I'll get into the price prediction into the end of the video where I think we can get to, but let's first of all complete the analysis for why I think this is a good buy. So first of all, as you can see, we have broken out of this bull flag pattern, and with more volume. The 17th of December was actually the test of this. Then 18th, we broke out of it. We closed above. 19th, we had a very solid amount of volume. Now kind of an inside bar. And I predict that there's a good chance that we will actually break this previous local high of $4.5 and start testing $5.6 and also much higher, as I will get to in a little bit. Now, in terms of the daily, the other interesting thing is that we have currently broken the previous high, all right? So you see this black line over here, this represents the previous high on the 7th of December. And what's exciting about this is that the trend is changing here. You see what this means is that instead of having this low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, we're starting to break this trend. And this is oftentimes the beginning of a massive trend reversal. And of course, for this chart, it would be over the coming weeks that we would likely see bullish momentum. So we've broken the previous daily high. Of course, right now we only have this one big move up on the daily time frame. What you would really want to see would be a move up, then a move down, and then a move up. And this would sort of confirm the daily uptrend. But the thing is, if you wait for that, then you'll be buying at a price which is much higher, potentially 30% higher. And then, it's just not the greatest time to buy. The greatest time to buy is generally when we've had a retracement or when we've had a very bullish move like we've had just here, basically breaking out of this bull flag. Now let's go down to the lower time frames. Well, first of all, guys, I'm going to show you Uni Bitcoin. So it's valuable to see how it's doing against Bitcoin and Ethereum. And unfortunately, I have to admit, these charts look very sad. Uni BTC, Uni ETH. Uni BTC, first of all, we had this big move down. We had an attempt to go up, and we've just been coming down, and we're really grinding this level now. But, Bitcoin dominance is currently at 65%. It's pretty high. It hasn't really been spent much time in this zone of being this high over the past year. So I think it's unlikely that Bitcoin will dominate so hard for so long. And Altseason, guys, I think is just along the way. So yes, this is a bit concerning, and Bitcoin is still king for now. But this I think is an interesting time to get in at these low prices for altcoins when everyone's crazy about Bitcoin, but the hype is slowly fading. In any case, let's now have a look at the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, you can see clearly here this bull flag. Now, of course, this is drawn on the daily time frame. If you know, it doesn't really matter exactly how you draw it. The general idea is that we've been trading within this zone, within this range for a while, and now we've had a clear breakout of this zone. And what's exciting about this is that we have broken out of it, and now we've come back to test it. And as you can see, it looks like we might be breaking out again. In other words, finding this as support and coming for the next move up. This is a really great time to buy. This means that not only have we seen bullish momentum, where we're sort of coming out of a place where, you know, it was uncertain and we were sort of trading within a range, but now we've come back and it gives you a much better price to get in. You know, if you bought in at $4 or even higher, that's not ideal, but now, you know, we're potentially bouncing from this support. And have a look at this. You see this volume, these yellow and blue bars? This is the VPVR, and it means that there's a lot of trading volume in this price zone, and it basically means that it's hard to break this zone because a lot of people have been buying and selling here. And if we can really go above this, guys, this is where it gets exciting. Look at this. You see above this yellow and blue bar, there's virtually no trading volume above this, which means that, you know, once we break out of this, you know, we've already broken out of it. We came a bit down, we found support. This is just a perfect entry, really. You know, it can really explode. It can make 60, 70, 80%. It's really not impossible. Now, the great thing about the 4 hour is that we are in a very clear uptrend: high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. And now the reason why I wanted to make this video for you guys, initially I was going to make a video going over all the fundamentals and the TA, but really now it's kind of urgent in terms of timing. I think this is a great potential entry. And why is that? Because we've had a high and now we've had a retracement. All right, we retraced a solid 10% from the previous top. We're still in this 4 hour uptrend. We've broken out from this major structure. We're just above the volume over here. It just looks like a very exciting time to get in. All right, so before I get on to the actual price prediction, I'm going to help you guys with a setup. Guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence when making a trade. But basically, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, and then, you know, you can take that and do whatever you want with it. So first of all, I'm in a medium to long-term trade. I'm going to be holding this for several days to several weeks at the very least. And I have 2 stop losses. So I have one stop loss, which is actually just below this high volume area. I can show you right now where my stop loss is exactly. So I have a stop loss for some of the position down here at 3.69, and I have a stop loss for some more of the position at 3.59. But this right now, again, is another bull flag, as you can see here. And it's, you know, obviously we haven't broken out of this bull flag yet. We're kind of in the middle of it. But there is a very good chance, as I mentioned, for the several reasons mentioned before, that this is the actual bottom. And that's why I have a stop here. Now then, if we look a little bit at the bigger picture, you know, if you go back to the daily time frame, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And as I say, you know, I might be closing here, but I'm definitely really interested in re-entering. And if this trade fails, basically, if I get stopped out at 3.69, 3.59, or if the price starts going down on the 1 hour time frame, what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-enter. And if you're conservative and you really want, you know, a really great entry, well, you might get it if the price corrects down to the golden zone here. So if we just draw a box here, this marks the 618. What is quite possible that will happen over the next few days is that we will grind along this area over here, and that we will then find a good entry over here, sort of at the between the 5 and the 618. 618 is of course the golden zone, a great place to buy. So I am awaiting the possibility that that happens, but really, you know, the reason I'm in the trade right now is that I know that it's a good chance that we will actually not even come down to this level, and that we will maintain the 4 hour uptrend and just keep on pumping from here. So really, this is what I'm betting on. But if we do sort of break below this, then yeah, the next zone of support is going to be somewhere around the top of this channel here, somewhere around this 618 over here. And this, of course, also corresponds with some previous highs over here. This might be an interesting level, this sort of 3.38 level. But really, this is sort of more of a worst case scenario if it gets down to there. And in terms of a stop loss, you know, it's really important to be rational and realize that the trade may fail and know when your stop loss is. So as I say, I personally have, you know, a quite tight stop loss here, just sort of 5%. But I'm aware that we might come down and bounce back from there. So I'll be looking to re-enter, and really if we have a 4 hour close below the 786, that's where it starts getting really sort of dodgy. And I mean, this, for example, is the previous lows, important lows here at 3.25. So as long as we don't go below that, I think we're absolutely fine. Of course, that's, a very wide stop loss. That's why I have my intermediate stop loss here. But if you enter in this blue box here, I think this would be a good stop loss to have. Now, guys, let's get on to the price prediction, because this is where, of course, it gets exciting when you look at potential profit that you can make. So on the daily time frame, have a look at this. This is the general idea for how you want to find a good price target. Let's get rid of these support zones. So you want to look at this move that we've had here, which goes from 1.75 all the way up to there, $4.49, and take it down to the bottom here. So what does this mean? This means that you're saying, okay, well, if we have another move relative to this move, it's going to be somewhat similar. That's the general idea. If you have an uptrend, then the legs up are going to have some relation to each other. Now, one conservative target is the 1-to-1 extension. That means assuming that we have basically the same type of move up from this level of $2.89. So in other words, we have this move up over here, and then we will see another move up of a very similar size up to the $5.62 level. Now, personally, I'm actually going for a little bit more of an ambitious target, but of course, I'll be trading this up and down, as we go. I already took some profit at the sort of $4.1 level and then started buying back in. I can show you guys in my trade history if you want. So yeah, I can show you guys from the very beginning. I started buying Uni down here, $3.6. I started taking some profit up there at 3.8. I bought back 3.7, sold 3.8. I trade quite a bit, If anything, one thing I might do is trade a little bit too much, but certainly this trade has been going very well. Bought back, at these lower levels, 3.7. Then I started selling at 4.02, taking a little bit of profit. I had a little stop loss here to ensure that I would take a solid amount of profit from my position. And then I started buying back in again from 3.85, 3.75, and then more recently at this level that we're at right now. So I think there's a good chance that we will have a move up here. I'm probably going to, on a short-term time frame, I might take some profit at the $3.9 level, but really I'm looking to maintain the majority of this position, this 550 uni position right now, $48 in profit, looking to maintain the majority of that for this move up to 5.6, and then also to the 1618. So guys, this is the golden ratio. Just to show you how powerful this is the ratio which is seen everywhere in nature. And you will very often see that moves up, like this move up, again, from $1.7 to $4.48. Where did we correct? We corrected at the 618 here. Let me bring it over here so you can see. Let me move this out the way. The 618 right here, bam. So this is the golden ratio. And similarly, when you're doing a price extension with a Fibonacci trend-based fib extension, you want to look for the golden ratio. So let's get this at the exact right level again. And that would be all the way up here at 7.75 to the sort of $7.4 level. I generally go between the 618 and the 7.5, but the 618 is really sort of the major target. So if you look at that, and then let's say, for example, you do decide to just enter here, and let's say you want to enter based on longer term time frame, you don't want to get into short term things, well then in that case you really want to have your stop somewhere here about the 3.24 level, something like that, probably a little bit lower even, but because you really want to give it these trades some space. And then your conservative target is here. This is 2.6 to 1, very solid. But really, there's a very good chance that we make 100% move up here. I think that it's not impossible. I'm very excited about Uniswap. There's a lot of fundamentals which are very solid. It's a really solid exchange. Well, I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of failed transactions, a lot of problems, but DeFi is absolutely booming, and despite the problems, things are just going up and up. So guys, I think this is a cool trade to get into. Let me know what you think of it. And of course, I will be getting into the fundamentals in another video. So guys, good luck with your trading. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And with any luck, this will provide value to you. And maybe you'll make some profit off of this trade too. All right, guys, that's been it from me, Crypto Frank, tuning out, and I'll see you in the next one.